Hi guys, Alan Moore here with another fragrance review for you. This time I've got 7 fragrances that are new to my collection I'm going to share with you guys and to give you some idea how they're performing on my skin. I've got no notes written down, it's all off the cuff and I'm going to tell you how they're performing on my skin rather than just write a bunch of notes down. Okay guys, so if you're interested in this, see me after the intro. Cheers. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate that. Right then, these are in no particular order. Some I've had this week, some I had previous week, over the last month and a half. And all some of them have like been hyped on the hype train from other YouTubers. Some of the thing I wanted to purchase, because the curiosity. I've always seen them, but never got round to buying them. But now I have bought some of these. Some of my old favourites that have been bought back because I ran out of the original bottles. So this is what I mean about my Magnificent Seven. I've got 7 fragrances. I've smelt them all, and there isn't one. Well, there is one that scared me, and I'll keep that till last. The rest of them, I'm all top notch. Okay, so I want to show these. This is the latest one to my collection, and this is Polo Red Rush. This one here, the silver bottle with the red guy playing polo on his horse there. And it's the first Ralph Lauren fragrance I've had. And straight off the bat with this one, guys, this is a perfect gym scent. In the new year, if you're about to start a fitness regime like myself, trying to get fit, show your guns off, different things like that in the new year, then this could be a fantastic gym scent. It's not got the greatest longevity, this is what other reviewers have said on YouTube over time. It just smells nice and it just smells pleasant when you're wearing it. And this will be a fantastic addition if anybody wants to start a new gym regime in the new year. And I would definitely be rocking this one in January plus, because I'm trying to lose a bit of weight in the new year, get a bit fitter. So I will be rocking the out of this one, guys. It does smell nice. Got a lot of coffee, it's got pineapple, it's got apple in it, red apple. It's really good fragrance. Word of advice, put it on 10 minutes before you go, and don't annoy all the people around you because your fragrance is too strong. So as you walk through the building, you start training, your body will heat up again, and you'll start popping off your skin, but it won't be offending anybody because you'll be heading towards the midsection of the fragrance by then. Okay guys, so that's my first choice. Second one is an old favourite of mine that I'll run out of, and I've had to repurchase it. It's Dolce Gabbana, the one, EDP. This could easily become my signature scent. It's fantastic, and this is a nice big 150ml bottle. And for people who smell this or who never smell this, just buy it. It's fantastic. I need this wall there on camera. It is really that good. It can be used for date nights. A signature scent. It's masculine. It's modern. It's brilliant. I love it. Do you know what I mean? So this would be another good choice for you to purchase in the future if you haven't bought it already. It's a really good fragrance. Now, as I say, I've not written any notes down, guys. This is all off the top of my head as I'm speaking to you now, because I don't always plan these videos and for days and days. I've had that Polo for my birthday the day I turned 60. Yeah, so that was a gift off my daughter, and so I thought I'd do a review of this one for this video. But then I thought, well, I'll do some more what I've received over the last month or so and put it all into one video. That's what I'm doing these. So I've not had time to write notes down. They're all coming off the top of my head, what I'll be using, and I'm wearing them at work, different things like that, and how they're performing throughout the day. So then, this one, if you don't live in the UK, you might not have heard of it, but it's fantastic. And this one here, called Purple Gourmand, right? It's by a company called Pocket Scent, who are based in Scotland, right? And this is a gourmand fragrance, as it says on the label, and it's got a fantastic caramel out in there. I mean, this is one of the best I've smelt. It's really that nice. It smells like it's really edible, but please don't spray it in your mouth. But it is really, that smell of caramel makes it really stick. I've never smelled anything like, I've got some, I've got the John Paul Gaultier, the Scandal, for them, and that, I thought that had got a good caramel out in it until I smelt this, you know, and this is better than that. And then you also have a top fragrance, but this, regardless of the caramel, is a lot better. So if you like me, you like a sweet fragrance, this would be a great addition for your collection. Only a 50ml bottle. It's part of their ultra range. When you go onto the website, and they've got lots of inspired fragrance, but this is one of their own creations. Top notch. Right. This one, I bought, and this one coming not so long back. 9pm by Afnan, and this is a cologne of John Paul Gaultier Ultra Male, and it smells like it. The only difference is with this, they have pear in the John Paul Gaultier, and this one's got apple, but the smell more or less identical. You know, I've had 2 bottles of the Ultra Male, and I have trouble distinguishing the apple and the pear. You know, they both smell like Ultra Male to me, and this one does. You know what I mean? You can't really tell that much. Unless you're looking at Fragrantica and you're picking the notes out, then you can tell, like I did. But to just sniff in the air, I would be really, really like a magician, more so than a reviewer, to pick out them kind of notes. So this, take it from me, smells like John Paul Gaultier Ultraman. Fantastic. And it lasts as well. I've wore this a few times at work, guys. And at work it performs well on my skin throughout the day. And I've had people come and ask me what it is, I know, because they're smelting. So I'm getting compliments of it already off that. You know, so this one has become a bit of a on the hype train on the YouTube channels recently, so I thought I'd buy it, see what all the fuss was about, and it's this one. And it's called Haramain D2 Noir. Right, and this should buy, I think it's Latafa, I think it is. So let's just give this a spray. And this smells like perfume de Marley later. It's like Al Alamein, this is, guys. So this fragrance, you'll get it on like Notino and different things, but that's where I bought mine. And it's about £30 a bottle, right? But it smells like later. I don't own later, but I smell clowns of it, and this smells very good. You know what I mean? And it lasts quite. Got a nice pungent note in it. When you spray it off, it's pleasant, and it just stays there for ages. But for the price you're paying for, I can understand why people are reviewing this on the channels now, because it is really good. They're good. I mean, I've rocked the hell out of this since I've had it. And I've had it on at work. I've had it when I went on a recent holiday. It really works. It is a good fragrance, guys. Well worth the money. Again, you want to go and break the bank to pay for it. This was one I took on the same holiday as I was using that, because it came more or less the same time. Prada Luna Rosa Black. Again, this is a really good. Then, with this reminds me, I was about to, well, I reviewed this the other day. I've done a short video on Instagram. I unboxed it. And when I was first smelling this fragrance, it took a while for it to settle down on my skin. And everybody was telling me how nice it smelled, but I had trouble smelling it. But I don't know, I've got a sinus issue, a problem with my sinuses. When I had COVID-19, it affected my sinuses at one time. So I'm not sure it's something to do with that. But it's settling down now. You see me spray that on my wrist, here. Still wet there, look. But it's not shouting out at the moment and, you know, screaming at me. As it settles down, it comes with like a sweet, subtle fragrance on my skin. But it's a really nice fragrance when it settles down. And with this, right, this fragrance, it reminds me of 2 of the fragrances I've got, which is Dolce Gabbana Polo Intenso and Valentino Umo, the EDT. They're both all 3 of nice fragrances. it's settling down now. I can smell it now, and it's starting to give a nice sweet sort of fragrance, perfect for date nights. And that's what them other two fragrances reminded me of this fragrance for. To me, this is not a loud projector. It's something that sits a bit closer, like the scent bubble, to invite people in, like the other two do. They've not got massive longevity to the name. I don't know how long this is the last time I skin. I've tried it a few times, but I say I had trouble detecting it. And my wife at one time, she detected it and she had trouble smelling it as well. And it's authentic, came from Notino and everything. So at the moment she's just getting used to the spray. And sometimes you have to spray some of the juice at the bottom for the oxygen to get in, to help, you know, the fragrance become stronger. So I think that one may help as it gets more worn down the bottle. Maybe that might help the fragrance on my skin. But it's a fantastic fragrance. If you want this fragrance, still buy it because it is really good. And it could work on your skin better than mine, maybe. Lots of people who, from my friends on Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube, you know, they've all contacted me at some stage how nice it is. So, you know, their word for it, it is a nice fragrance. And mine, I'm not knocking this fragrance. It smells lovely and sweet now. But, you know, if you was at a date night with this, you don't want to scare somebody off because it's too close or overpower somebody. And to me, this is ideal for that. So, that's one of the other fragrances we had. Another good addition to my collection. I do like the smell. In fact, I'll put that on as my scent of the day later. Now this is the one that I said that scared me a little bit. Because it's my first time of dipping my toe into oud properly. And there's a local market where I live. And this was sold on there for £15. And it's Midnight Oud by Afnan. And it's based on Interlude Man by Amwash. And the guy at first, he said, "Do you sure you want that?" And I thought, well, I've seen it on loads of YouTube videos, I'll try it. And I took the top off and sprayed it, and I immediately jumped back. I thought, what the hell was that? And when you spray this at first, even smell it from the atomizer, you know, I can smell it. It's got a really pungent smell, but it's sweet at the same time. And the reason I said I was a bit scared before, because I started spraying this out around my pulse points, and I start walking out, it's going to leave a scent trail. And whether it's this or the Amouage one, a lot of people reviewing on YouTube have said not everybody's cup of tea this isn't. Some people like it, some people hate it. And it'll be one of these things, it becomes just for the wearer, like myself. And I plan on choosing wearing things like this when it's a cold day and you're going for a walk around a local market or something. So, you know, trying to find something to spend your money on. And so this would be an ideal fragrance for that. Just to use for yourself. It's got a strong smell to it. The bottle though, designed like typical Middle Eastern, a plastic crown on there, like on a plaque. Say Midnight Oud, kind of decorative motif on there. Got the stickers on. They're more authentic, these then. They're not, you know, rip-off clones. They aren't clones of famous fragrances, but don't get me wrong. Just because they come from a market or they come off eBay. They come from the Middle East. And the Middle East are doing mostly eau de parfum concentration on their fragrances. So they're original in that sense, and they're worth picking up. If you want to smell like a famous fragrance, that's out your price range. These are what these are good for. So thumbs up for me for this, even though it does scare me a little bit because it's the oud in here. You know, it should take some getting used to this stuff. So that's it, guys. That's my magnificent 7 that I've got for you this week. And so I hope, you know, you'll enjoy them if you do purchase any of them. And I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this video station, please. And I'll see you on the next one. All the best. Bye now.
Yeah.